Alrighty, good morning, good morning. How are we doing? Alright, well. Oh, didn't expand the sidebar there. Resolution was a little weird. Well, let's get to it. Today we're going to be doing Temperos. First of all, let's just save our setup. Let's go do our farming related things. It is now a brand new day. Last night I got started at Temperos and we managed to get ourselves 80 permits. It's actually going by quicker than I imagined. We're going to reach 400 permits in no time. Now, whether or not we get the fishing barrel and enough spirit flakes to turn our angler's outfit into the spirit version, that is a different story. But I've been very much enjoying Temperos. It's a nice change of pace, and I haven't done Temperos in a long time. So I've been enjoying it a lot. Let's see how many more permits we can get today. Over on the 50 defense pure, let's go ahead and pet this dog real quick for good luck today. We are just 90,000 EXP away from 89 thieving. I think Temperos is chill enough to where a little bit later, once I get settled in here, I'm actually going to do the house portion of this thieving activity. For the longest time here, I've just been doing the pickpocketing here. You can see that I have almost 4,000 house keys. And I'm sure I have some more sitting in the bank as well. So I'll pull those out and maybe we'll get started on the other side of this activity. It is a little bit better EXP that way, I do think. Hmm. Alright, our contract is white berries. Oh, thought I clicked on it. White berry. Made my cup of coffee before I start the stream today. Let's get that going. Let's take a sip of that. I swear with my coffee machine, sometimes the coffee comes out hotter than some other times. I don't know. It is a pretty old machine, to be fair. Let's do a snape grass patch as well. I can't be bothered to do an herb run right now. We do have a healthy amount of Renars though, thanks to Calvarion. so I won't bother with that for now. I will do the snape grass and then I'll do a birdhouse run, and then it's back to Temperos we go. Alrighty. There's snape grass. Let's buy some seeds. Birdhouse run. When we were first doing Mocha, it actually did take up a good bit of brews. I'm talking about like the first week or so. But we're not exactly in short supply of bird's nests. If anything, we need more toad flax. Which I do have a ton of seeds for, if anything. You know what I really should be doing is doing the birdhouse run daily on the other account, but I don't know why. I just can't be bothered leaving the thieving area at the moment. Don't know why. Okay, let's bank this stuff and get into our Temperos gear. And I think we have to POH TP first. There's no direct TP to the Temperos area. I don't think there's a minigame teleport, is there, huh? Is there? Yeah, there's not. That is weird. Is Temperos not a minigame? Why is there no minigame TP to it? I guess this boat is free to get to anyways. Maybe that's the logic. Farming done. Back to Temperos we go. Oops, we got a solo start this bad boy now. I think this is a relatively new feature. We got 80 permits. We need another 320. Don't think I'm going to get 320 today. Very unlikely. That's going to take quite some time, I think. But like I said earlier, it is going faster than I expected. All right, while we get started here, I know there are faster methods for more permits and whatnot, but I've been enjoying the way that I've been doing it. It's a mix of EXP, which, you know, we don't necessarily need anymore, but it's a mix of EXP and permits. And I think in the beginning I did mention that I could get up to 10, but with the amount of buckets and the inventory space I'm taking up with the hammer and the rope, I don't think that's actually the case. But I don't think it's too big of a deal. I'm a little bit too lazy to drop the buckets and stuff. You can get them back right here, but that's a whole extra step at the end of each Temperos KC. Whereas instead, I can just simply refill my buckets with water and then quickly start the next one. I'm in no hurry here, so I'm just taking my time and doing the method and doing it as chill as I want it to. Make sure I can see my chats here. That is the wrong button. Well, that's not great. Oh, this is really not good. This might be a reset. I don't know, actually. We'll see what happened. I'm not really sure. I guess I'm getting more points by putting the fires out, but this is taking away a lot of time, isn't it? Is this gonna mess things up? Storm intensity. You know, I think I messed this up. I think I did. I don't think I have time. Like, if I don't get to it before 93%. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Can I cook this fish in time? I think the number to look at here is storm intensity 93%. Alright, I was a bit busy yapping away and just focusing on other things. Everything but the minigame. I'm going to cook as much fish as I can right now, but if the storm intensity reaches 93%, I have to run my way over to the cannon. Because I believe if I'm past 93%, I won't have time. And the storm will come wipe us away. Alright, so I didn't get all 19 fish cooked like I typically would, but I think I need to go ahead and fire the cannon anyways. But yeah, I was a bit busy talking, and I don't know if I captured this, but on the phase 1, I had to deal with a lot more than just 4 fires. I had to refill my buckets a couple of times. I was just slow all around, so I think that puts me behind a little bit. But hopefully, I'm catching up now. We'll see what happens. We need another 19 fish. Well, that's not good now, is it? That's not supposed to happen. Does that mean some fires are gonna come in? Yeah, I think I'm just like super behind in general right now. Oh no, I just lost. Oh my god. Okay, so I had another lightning phase or a flame phase, and I had another tsunami wave phase or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I think I've just fell behind too much here. I'm not supposed to get more of those terrible events, but I did. I just gotta cut my losses and restart here. Well, sometimes that's just what happens on your first of the day for anything. I guess the window to do things is a little tight. We got to pay more attention. As relaxing as this might be. Anyways, I lost the bucket, so I'm going to have to go get another one. It appears I might have to start a game first to get some buckets. Alright, bucket of water reacquired. Let's lock in now to Temperos. That sounds kind of funny, but yeah, let's lock into Temperos. Let's start racking up some of these permits. We didn't have any issues last night, ironically, but here we are. Here we are. If you guys are new to the channel or the stream in general, we do have an ongoing YouTube series following both our accounts, the one being shown right now, which is the maxed account, as well as another account in the same game group. That is a 50 defense pure. I'm actually thieving on the other account right now. I think I messed up again. It'll be fine, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. The important thing is I get 16 fish. I was on the double fishing spot anyways, so I probably just ended up catching more than I really needed to. Alright, 16 fish. Let's go load them up. That is a peculiar position for that to go off. Alright, we should have enough time to load it and then deal with the flames. Oh, the fires are spreading. Man, this should not be happening. I'm trolling. Oh man. Okay, I'm really not paying close enough attention right now. And unfortunately, I'm just getting timing so hard. Like, I click on the fishing spot, I look away, and then the fishing spot just instantly disappears. That's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. What can you do? Alright, 19 fish. We got 2 on the ground over here. What? Okay, well, this is not a good start to the day. I failed 2 runs. Hmm. Well, we'll just try again. Let me fill these buckets real quick. Why do I feel like the timing windows are so much tighter right now? Alright, let's really focus right now. We can't be failing solo Temperos like this. It should be like fairly simple too because we're actually 99 fishing. So we should be fishing the... Well, we should be fishing the fish pretty quickly. Okay. I do know roughly the mistake I made on this one though, or the last one though. So I'm supposed to catch about 10 fish here. So let's do that exactly. There's 10 fish. Now we're going to start cooking, but the moment we see the double spot, we're going to go to the double fishing spot and get ourselves up to 16. So let's keep an eye out on that. There we go. So we just need 6 more fish right now. There we go, 16 fish. Let's continue cooking. Now while we're cooking, a wave is going to come by. Like so. So we tether ourselves. Deal with that. Once the wave is gone, back to cooking the rest of our 16 fish. There we go. Now we load the cannon with our 16 fish. We should be able to load all 16 fish here before these flames spread. There's exactly 4 different tiles of them right now. We have 4 buckets, so it should be fine. This is what got me a few times previously. I was slow, and these fires started spreading. Alright, we have dealt with the fires. Now back to fishing. We're going to go for 19 fish this time. I suppose I just wasn't paying enough attention. One more. There we go. Let's start cooking. There shouldn't be any more storms or fires or whatever. There should just be chill from this point on. Alright, well, you can actually do some damage to the boss now. For good measure, we will even Dragon Harpoon spec. Although, I don't really know if that does anything when you're already 99. Does it? Who knows? Who knows? All right. Double fishing spot. We're going to get another 19 fish here. Basically, the gist of it is 16, 19, 19, and then for the last one, as much as you can. And during that last phase, I can go ahead and drop items in my inventory to make more room for fish, but I can't be bothered with that. Because that just means I have to get new ones between each run. These fishing spots are moving around. Let me go to the double. Actually, that might not have been worth it. We just needed 3 more fish, and we ran across like that. We're okay, though. Pretty sure. There we go. Alright, boss just has 20% left. This is the part where we just fish as much as we can. For our case, it's going to be 21 fish. And we're probably going to end up with about 9 permits when we're done here. Oh, double fishing spot. One more. And that's all the fish. All right, we have locked in and we have secured our first Temperos KC here. Let's just rack up a little bit more points and finish off the boss. I think we should end up with about 9 permits here, if I'm not mistaken. I guess to start off the day, I was just not paying nearly enough attention. This is a low intensity activity, but you still gotta pay some attention, I suppose, especially in the beginning. But yeah, there we go, 9 permits. We're up to 89 now. Let's just hit the ground running, and we'll check back in sometime later. We'll see how many permits we can get tonight. Ten fish. No, we didn't quite get 10, but I think anywhere between 6 to 10 works. Double fishing spot should be coming up sometime soon anyways. Perfect. $16 fish. Perfect. This guy's doing Doom? I thought he was at Chambers. Huh, interesting. What the heck? Oh, you know what? He probably just opened up the combat thing. Yeah, because you do get some of them retroactively. Some of the Doom of Mocha combat achievements. 16 fish. Double fishing spot. Perfect. Man, it's been weeks at this point, and the top short is still blowing up. Well, relatively speaking, it's not blowing up anymore, but it's still one of the best performing shorts. Even weeks later now. It's still picking up consistent views. Sheesh. I cooked all my fish, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Gotta make sure, you know? You gotta make sure. I'm just doing some nice, relaxing Temperos right now. Don't have to worry about bots. Don't have to worry about PKers. Nice, relaxing Temperos so we can get our hands on a fishing barrel and upgrade our angler outfit to the spirit version. Which I want to be clear, I'm a big fan of both versions actually. I do like this regular green angler's outfit, but I also do like the spirit one. Would it be insane to get two angler's outfits? I'm probably not going to do that, but I guess it is possible, right? I think once we get our hands on the spirit anglers, we just won't look back, really. So we've been spending weeks on weeks on weeks in the wilderness trying to get our hands on our very first Void Waker piece. Unfortunately, no luck. And as such, I'm just incredibly burnt out from that. So we're pivoting, and you might wonder, well, what's the plan now if we're not going for the Void Waker? Well, right now, Fishing Barrel and Spirit Anglers. If we can get our hands on the actual collection log for a Dragon Harpoon, that'd be great. If you're wondering how I managed to get a Dragon Harpoon without having the collection log, well, my other account, my 50 defense account, I actually got it from Worms during Slayer. So, yeah, that was actually interesting. I was very surprised that I would get any genuine new unlock on that account, but Dragon Harpoon, hey. But yeah, maybe we'll get one here at Tempros. It is incredibly rare, though. It is the same rate as the pet for some reason. 1 in 8,000 permits. But yeah, we're going to be looking to get the fishing barrel. I think by the time we hit rate for a fishing barrel, we'll also hit rate for the spirit flakes required to get spirit anglers. And maybe along the way, we'll get the tome, maybe a tackle box or something. I don't know. It'd be nice to have everything, but we're probably not going to get everything. That would just require a lot of luck. But yeah, that's the plan. Mostly the fishing barrel and spirit anglers. Then we're going to look to get a ham joint. And after the ham joint, we're going to start grinding some Fasani's Nightmare. That's the plan right now anyways. Things could change. But at Fasani's Nightmare, we're still missing 2 Inquisitor's pieces. And we're missing 2 more orbs. We do have the Harmonized Orb. But we're looking to get the Eldritch and the Volatile. I guess the Volatile one isn't that relevant because, well, that's a PvP orb, I believe. But it would be nice to complete the set, right? I'm more looking forward to completing the full Inquisitors than getting the other 2 orbs. Getting the Harmonized one was very nice, though. I've been using it whenever I do Team Chambers, which is not often, but I have done some recently. And I'm on the standard spellbook, Surging, Entangling. It's been pretty fun. Alright, that's another 19 fish. Or wait, no, I was supposed to just keep fishing, so we'll get 3 more fish. This is the last phase, I believe. Yeah. So inventory full. Well, there's actually 22 fish. But yeah, just a nice change of pace. I'm thoroughly enjoying the Temperos grind right now. I'm not even kidding. It's nice to see the permits racking up. Do a bit of skilling. Actually, this is also technically bossing. Temperos is on the bossing high scores. And there's combat achievements here, which last night we accidentally completed all the Temperos combat achievements. Because I guess while I was going for Master CAs, I did do most of the Temperos combat achievements. The only one I didn't do was the 10kc one. But we hit 10kc last night. And now we're done with Temperos combat achievements, just like that. Just like that. So I've been asking people what they might want to see more for content. And there was a lot of people that were interested in seeing PVM or bossing guides, and the next most sought after thing was actually a hardcore series. You know, it is something on my mind. I definitely am going to be working on guides and stuff. We might even do a Temperos guide. I don't know. Maybe that's not exactly what people are asking for, but I think I can knock out a Temperos guide since we're here anyways, right? Oh, double fishing spot. But a hardcore series is tempting. I've always said a hardcore sounds very fun on paper, but unsure about actually playing one. And now I have played on hardcore, not very far though. I actually have a 1,000 total, give or take, hardcore solo hardcore alive, and I did play a group hardcore as well at some point. This guy just got a Din's Bulwark. Pretty sure he already has one though, right? Actually, I have no idea what that guy has and doesn't have at Chambers. That guy's been needing new Chambers for the longest time. Like where Yat is a boomer Ironman. But even as a boomer Ironman, he doesn't have full Ancestral or a T-bow. And I'm sure he's missing a few other things as well. But it appears that Din's Bulwark is not a collection log, so there's that. That is an unfortunate misclick. Give me my bucket back. Oh, we're fumbling here. We're fumbling here. I think we're okay, though. Quick, quick. Put out these fires. Don't spread. Don't do it. Yes. Okay. Oh, wait. What? All right. That is a scam. Wait, what? Okay, that really is a scam. What? I got bamboozled twice right there. What the heck? Temperos is hitting me with the fakies, dude. For those of you that don't know, I have a very big amount of Chambers KC, specifically challenge mode. Now, I've been debating if I should just go hard on it and get to the 2k cape. I have about 1.2k KC right now, and the bulk of it is solos. But if I start doing some team CMs, I could get to 2k a lot quicker. Just for that 2k cape. But it would also be more satisfying, I think, if I did it solo. Obviously, it would take much, much longer, but think about all the purples I would get. Also, I still need the pet along with the KC capes. Load the cannon. You know this Tob short I uploaded? I feel like some people are It's kind of funny. It's like both ends of the spectrum. Some people are downplaying it and they don't understand Tob, and then some people are what's the opposite of downplaying? Like they're overhyping it, I guess. But I mean, when I guess when a short blows up like that, you're gonna get all kinds of people. But it is it's pretty interesting. Like how I feel about that clip, it genuinely is a pretty nice clip, and there's more execution to it than some people might realize. Like for example, the other day I had to remove this comment because it was just very like aggressive. But the gist of it was this guy said that was his everyday Tob. But if you think about it, it was such a self-own because you're telling me all your your everyday Verzik involves your team almost wiping. You know what I mean? Like, hmm, that is a self-own, bro. Like you're trying to like talk down on like my clip here, but you just self-owned yourself. Like, oh, okay, so all your Verziks, you're on the brink of death all the time? Because I don't know about you, but my regular Verziks, everyone usually has like a bunch of food left over. Everyone's healthy. We finish the raid, right? Obviously, things go south, and that's how the clip happened. Because things just went south, which happens. But yeah, that was just funny to think about. All right, 19 fish. Okay, I said I was gonna do the house burglary part of thieving earlier on the other account, but I just have not done it yet. I'm still just standing dead center of Varlamore, pickpocketing. That is another 19 fish loaded into the cannon. Let's go ahead and Dragon Harpoon spec. Again, I'm actually not sure if this does anything. Does it? Who knows? All right. What did I just click on? We're wasting time here. We're wasting time. I have no idea what I just clicked on. Some good old Temperos. Nice and relaxing. Although we did fail too to start the day. Because maybe we were a little too reclined, perhaps. And we should have locked in a bit. We're good now though. We got a KC under our belt. Actually, it might have been 2 already. I don't know. We're doing things. Let's get a full inventory here. Alrighty. That's gonna do the trick. The thing about these skilling minigames, let me know if anybody else is like this, but I exclusively do Mass World Wintertod, but I also exclusively do solo Temperos. I think the only time I did a Mass Temperos was just when I wanted to get in and out real quick doing one of the combat achievements. Which was, like, firing the cannons from both ships. I think that's what it was. I think I had to actually attempt that twice because I didn't read properly and I only fired like one cannon from each ship, but I think it's actually like all four or something specific like that. The consequences of not reading fully, you know? Alright, that is another KC. We are now up to 19 and we're over 100 permits. I'm skilling on 2 accounts right now. Where do I submit my application to SKSC? Yeah, this clan I'm in, there's also quite a few people that just guest in here all the time from another clan. No way he's skilling. I will drop one of these fish. So I don't fully understand the strategy here. And I do think the number of fish you can load in is very specific. So that's why I dropped that fish there. Just in case putting in 17 actually puts it over a threshold or something. Which it actually might. I think, especially for the first 3 phases, I think the number of fish you load into the cannon is very specific for a reason. Now, maybe somebody with more experience with this could let me know the exact details, but that's all I know. That is all I know. All right. Oh, wait, this is weird. Oh wait, no, this is fine. I'm wasting time. I got confused when the fires came up, but this is perfectly normal. I don't know why I got confused. Well, that's how all of these go. Now we're getting 19 fish here. Start cooking those bad boys. I have done this Temporos grind one time before, but unfortunately it was on an account that is now inactive. I may have mentioned it a few times, but I did play a group hardcore at one point in time, and I got this full thing. I got the Temporos pet, the fishing barrel, I think even the Tome of Water, maybe. I'm unsure about that one. But definitely fishing barrel, spirit angler, and the pet on that account. Bit of a shame that it was on that account and not either this one or 416 hero or 50 defense. So we're gonna do Temporos again. Honestly, sometime in the future, I might do Temporos a 3rd time. Just so I have a fishing barrel on both accounts. Not that we are low on food or anything, but fishing barrel's just such a nice quality of life, and honestly, I don't know why I procrastinated doing Temperos on this account for so long. I guess it's just not something typically on the top of the priority list. There's always some PVM items to get, which is usually what I like doing. But hey, you know, we're at a different stage of the account now where there aren't too many PVM items. Like, the list isn't that large. You know, like I said, we got Corp, we got Fasanis, we got the Void Waker, but that's kind of a sore spot right now. Yeah, I can't think of much else, honestly. So, yeah, we're at a different stage of the account right now, and I was like, you know what? It's time to do some Temperos. Finally get our fishing barrel. Any double fishing spots? Right about now? Next rotation, maybe? Oh, there we go. Just need another 17 fish. Or 17. We don't need 29 fish. Uno mas. Actually, end up getting 20. We'll save that for the next phase. Today is a Friday. Here comes the weekend. Good thing we're not doing Temperos. I mean, we are doing Temperos. Good thing we're not doing Calvarion on a weekend again. We're done with that. Can't be bothered. I guess I'll very briefly explain. But yeah, we've been doing Wildy content, specifically Calvarion, for weeks now, and we are close to 4 times dry on the Void Waker blade. And, you know, going dry is one thing, and going nearly 4 times dry, you know, it's painful, right? It's frustrating. But honestly, that's not even the worst of it. It's the dryness in combination with the fact that we're in the wilderness, so there's tons and tons of bots. For example, at one point in time, I hopped 15 worlds because every world was filled with a bot. I checked, they weren't real people, they were specifically bots. And then when I finally found a world available for me, I didn't get kill credit for the first KC because, you know, probably someone got tagged by PK or mid kill and they had to TP out, they had to run. So I had to finish off a KC that I didn't even get credit for. And then right after that, as I'm starting the second KC where I will get kill credit for, a PKer drops it. So all that effort, I got 0 KC. And that's just one instance. There's like many, many more instances like that. And it's just like on repeat. Occasionally I'll get lucky and I have like a trip uninterrupted or something, but man, it didn't matter what time I did Calvarian on it. Because you know the thing about wilderness content, people are like, oh yeah, just use a scout. Oh yeah, just do it at 4 a.m. in the morning. It was like, okay, it didn't matter what time I did it at, honestly. It didn't matter what worlds I used or what time I did it. Like, there were bots and PKers. And to add on to that, certain PKers started actively hunting me. Like, they would come look for me like 5 times in 10 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, well, like at a certain point, I was just over it. So we're at Temperos. Maybe sometime in the future we will revisit the Void Waker grind, but I think we're going to take a good break away from that. And I kept moving the goalpost too. I was just like, all right, you know, like there's no way we're gonna be 3 times dry. Oh, it's so unlikely that we're gonna be 3 times dry. We became 3 times dry, and I'm like, okay, you know, like another 100 kc. Let's see what happens. Oh, another 100 kc. Let's see what happens. Another one, another one, another one, and then now we're at like 3,400 and like mid 3,400s. Still no blade. Obviously, botting, you see botting almost everywhere in this game, which is unfortunate, but like most MMOs, there is botting. But you know what? Someone pointed this out to me, and it's kind of a good point. Yes, most MMOs, if not all MMOs, deal with a botting problem. It's unfortunate. But in a lot of these other MMOs, the bots aren't able to do end game content. For example, in this game, you have bots doing raids, which is absolutely crazy. Um, so yeah, I can that is definitely a problem. And then also the whole concept of the wilderness. Dude, bots don't get frustrated when they get PK and ragged over and over again. Their bot will just TP out, escape, or even die, and then re-gear and go back straight to doing the bosses, right? And then they don't care if they crash people. They don't care if they get crashed. Like they have no emotion. They just it's a bot, you know. So the bots are just taking up the entire wilderness, which you know, like talking about the wilderness is a whole like a whole rabbit hole. Like we can go on and on and on, but that's that's the reason why you see a ton of bots because they had to bloat the drop tables to try and incentivize people to go out there. But the truth is, not many people are out there, and it's just a bunch of bots that will just keep going forever because they don't get frustrated about the wilderness. So that's why the bot problem is like more noticeable to me in the wilderness specifically. Because as bad as it is, and it's a general issue everywhere, they're not really in my face like that, unlike in the wilderness. Well, we're up to 20 Temperos KC now. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting 9 permits, not quite 10. You can see my PB here is 8,230. I probably got 10 or 11 permits on that one. I need to look at the chart breakdown to see the point thresholds. Because, you know, like the permits you get are based on the points. But I think I'm missing out on potential 10 just because I'm not dropping these buckets. Now the thing is, once we get Spirit Anglers, we can actually get rid of the rope, because I think Spirit Anglers has a rope built into the outfit. At least for the minigame here, tying yourself to the tether poles. So the rope is taking up a bit of space. Also, if I had the Incando hammer, or whatever it's called, I could also equip that in my offhand, and that would not be an issue. That'd free up some inventory space as well. Although, you know what? I think I can get rid of the hammer. These things have not broken. Yeah, I actually don't think I need the hammer at all. I have not repaired the totem poles once. Because if I'm doing this correctly, the wave only comes once, and even if it breaks after the one wave, it shouldn't matter, right? Three more fish. Still update on the other account. We're just 44k EXP away from 89 thieving. Do we get anything special at 89? I feel like the last few levels we haven't really got anything notable. 87, 88. You know, if I can get 99 thieving out the way early on that account, everything else is going to be free. Like, agility is slow, but I don't hate agility as much as thieving. Thieving is my least favorite skill, but the Varlamore thieving methods make it a whole lot better. So maybe it's not my least favorite skill anymore. I don't know. I haven't really put too much thought into that. But the whole reason why I hated thieving was just because, like, everything you do in thieving is just spam clicking. It might have to be something like agility now or something. That's my least favorite skill. Although, you know, every time someone says they don't like agility, someone will point out the Hallowed Sepulcher, which I have yet to try. I can hear 10,000 people all audibly gasping right now. Like, no way you haven't done Sepulcher. I definitely feel like it's one of those things where, like, once I try it, I'll have a lot of fun with it, but I don't know. Just, like, weirdly stubborn or something, I guess. Like, can't be bothered, because I do have to learn it. Although that black graceful set is pretty cool. But you know what? There's also the new graceful... Okay, new, quote-unquote, but there's the newest graceful set in Varlamore. That one's pretty cool, too. Might have to get that, actually. What do I want more? Do I want black graceful or the other graceful in Varlamore? Don't really know. After some hiccups to start the day, we are smoothly running through Temperos KCs now. We're racking them up. And a thought just occurred to me. I've been noticing that I've been consistently getting 9 permits per run. And I think this is just due to inventory space for the last phase where I put in as much fish as possible. Right now, the magic number for me is 22. That's the inventory space I have. But I think if I get rid of the hammer, which I'm realizing I might not even need with the method I'm doing, that opens it up for 23 fish. And then if I bother to drop the buckets, obviously that's even more room. Now, once I get my hands on the Spirit Angler outfit, we also can get rid of the rope. So that will open up all the inventory spaces, really. But right now, the game plan is to just stack up 400 permits. That's going to be the exact amount needed to hit rate for the fishing barrel. And I guess if we don't get the fishing barrel, we'll make the Spirit Angler's outfit, and then we'll just keep getting more KC. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Giant Harpoon's back. You know, if I do start a hardcore, I'd have to do Temperos again for sure. You know, like, starting an account these days, I have, like, a rough idea of what I would want to do. But I'm not gonna lie, every Ironman that I've played, I've followed a guide to some extent. I feel like I'd be knowledgeable enough, and obviously there's the resources, like anything you don't know, you can just pull up the wiki to do a unguided Ironman. But I would spend a lot of time just walking around in the early game for sure. Like, I wouldn't be doing the quests at such a macro level of efficiency. Wait, did I just skip over the double fishing spot? Oh no. Yeah, I think I did. Oh, wait. Oh. Dude, I'm just too busy talking, and I'm just mindlessly doing Temperos. I'm on the last phase here. Okay, it doesn't matter. For some reason, I thought I was on phase 1. What am I doing? That's why I was like, oh no, 10 fish. I need to start cooking in the double fishing spot. Well, yeah, I could do an unguided, but man, would there be a lot of just waffling around in the beginning, huh? Like I said, I would have a general game plan, but like I honestly, like if I start a new account right now, first thing I did, cook's assistant. You know, like we're in Lumbridge, we can complete the quest all within Lumbridge. Boom, cook's assistant. And you know what? I'd probably look up like what I have to do to get to the gemstone crab. Yep, another 9 permits. Okay, let's refill the buckets first. Up to 125 permits now. So we've gained 45 today already, which I guess is 6 games. 6 Temperos KC. We did waste a bunch of time. We should realistically have like 8 by now, but oh well. Each game on average is less than 10 minutes, so 45 permits an hour? Is that right? No, 54. Assuming we can do 6 games an hour. 54 permits an hour. Maybe. Oh my god. Alright, let me just get this. This should be fine, right? It should be fine. I feel like the double fishing spot is not as important if we have high fishing level, right? Or am I just coping here? Cook faster. Cook faster. Wait, can you actually burn the fish here? That would suck. I don't think you can, right? Like, there's probably a base cooking level requirement, but then you never fail. That would suck to burn the harpoon fish. Okay, I think we should still be okay here. Douse fire? Yeah, we should still be good. Maybe pay attention to the double spot, though. There it is. Right next to us, very convenient. Very, very convenient. Let me finish my cup of coffee here. Okay, in 1 hour, well, it's been over an hour. We gained 67k EXP. The tracker says 60k EXP an hour right now. No idea if that's good, bad, or what, but... Chambers of Eric's Challenge Mode Trio Speed Chaser. $19 fish. Load them up. I'm actually quite excited to get the Spirit Angler's outfit. I've always been a big fan of it, honestly. And being an Ironman, we're always going to do some fishing at some point, whether that's anglers, karambwans, or anything else we might want. For some reason, I like using sharks as food. Obviously, there's other options out there that are also 20 or even higher than that healing food, but I don't know. I just have like a... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I gravitate to using sharks for some reason. So we may do a bit of minnow fishing. So they added shark lure a little while ago, right? But I don't know if I'm just not doing the right content, but I actually don't have that much shark lure, and I don't know, that one's a weird concept. You know what? I haven't used the diabolic worms from Yama either for anglerfish. I haven't done any fishing in a while, actually. You know what? I've been mostly actively playing this account, so like a lot of the wilderness, a lot of PVM. I haven't actually AFK skilled anything in a while. The most I do is I log on, do my farming contract, maybe an herb run. Most times I don't even do it though, it's only sometimes. And then I do a birdhouse run. Now, if we were actively playing on the other account, we would probably start doing some more fishing and stuff like that again. Which, you know, I gotta figure out what I want to do on the 50 defense account. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my goals over there are right now. Maybe we start doing some more Dolo content. Like, I think I need to unlock God Wars. I don't think I've done that yet on that account, ironically. Or maybe I have, I don't know. But maybe we can start Doloing some God Wars. I suppose the main goal is to get a dupe of every item so that we don't have to share between the two accounts. So right now, a second Dragon Harpoon, for example, would be nice. We only have the one between the two accounts. But if we're talking about PVM, you know, like we might need 2 Bandos God Swords. What else? Like 2 ZCBs, stuff like that, right? Funny enough, we have 2 Shadows and 2 Scythes, 1 T-Bow right now, so we gotta get a second T-Bow. But yeah, I don't know what my goals are with that account, like the immediate goals anyways. It's really strange because a few months ago, that account was the priority. It was the main account I was playing. But these days, it's the other way around, and I've just kind of been... Honestly, there was a good stretch of weeks where I didn't even log on into the 50 defense account because I just don't know what to do. And right now, I've been thieving because, you know, like, I don't know what to do. I'll just gain levels, you know? like rack up the total levels. We're currently 1838 total level, which is pretty good actually. Especially considering that we're a 50 defense account, so a lot of the combat stats are just lower. 63 prayer, 50 defense, 82 attack. We are 103 combat level. Yeah, we'll close out this game. Refill our buckets. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and drop the hammer. Very clear that we don't need it. $134 permits. Just 27k XP away from 89 thieving. I guess a question on my mind about that account is, do I want it to stay 50 defense forever? Or do I one day eventually want to max that account? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just like a little lost on what to do right now. Put out the fires. All right, let's try to think further ahead. I mean, Fasani's is going to take us quite some time. Never know how long that will take. But, okay, fishing barrel and, like, basically all the Temperos related things. ham joint, Fasani's. In the event that we finish Fasani's, what is our game plan after that, huh? Honestly, maybe we need a different mindset because we could just as easily go dry at Fasani. So like maybe we just reach a certain KC milestone and then we move on. That might be a better way of approaching it because nothing in this game is guaranteed. Well, there are a few things, but most things aren't guaranteed. Maybe my mistake was, yeah, we're gonna get the Void Waker, but instead, maybe our goal would have been like 500 Calvarion KC. What can we get in 500 KC? Instead, we did 3,445 Calvarion KC, and we got absolutely nothing. Unfortunate. But yeah, we haven't opened any permits yet or whatever. We haven't fished for our rewards. We are stacking up 400, and we'll see what happens. Another 19 fish. Oh, click. Fill the ammunition crate. Can you imagine just loading a cannon up in real life with a bunch of fish? Just seeing them get launched like that? That would be crazy. Oh, double fishing spot. Oh, fishing spot. Inventory full. I think we could probably get to like 200 permits today. Depends how much more I do later tonight, I suppose. Although I do gotta do some video editing. Oh, I'm loading the other cannon this time. I don't think it makes a difference though. So I ended up dropping my hammer to get one more inventory space. So I loaded 23 fish on this last phase. Is that going to make any difference for our number of permits though? Oh, it does. We managed to get 10 permits on this run. Okay. Well, yeah, I decided at some point that I actually don't need the hammer. So that all works out. No, I didn't get... That's unfortunate. Why is there a climb and a quick climb? What difference does that make? Yeah, what difference does the climb and quick climb make? Oh, I guess one has a text prompt or something? Maybe? I don't know. Eye of Ayak only. Calfight Queen method. What? That thing was busted. That thing sounds busted. Oh, it's not paying attention. Give me the double fishing spot. It's not even giving me doubles. Scam game. Seriously. Give me a double. There we go. Oh, wow. We're actually coming up on an hour 40 on the stream already. Temperos makes time go by quick, I guess. I guess because it's all like 9 to 10 minutes per run, right? If you guys are new to the channel or the stream in general, do join the Discord. You'll be notified for any new live streams or videos in there. Also, we do have several channels talking about RuneScape specifically or just about anything. And if you guys have any questions when I'm not necessarily live streaming, I can probably get to you on the Discord as well. It is in its early stages. We're adding more emotes. We're adding and removing channels based on what we might need. But yeah, we're trying to get that going. Oh, double fishing spot. $17.7k EXP to go till 89 thieving. And obviously after that, that's going to be 90. And that's going to be my, in terms of non-combat stats, that's going to be my second or third skill in the 90s. I have 90. Oh, fourth. I have 90 fishing, 99 fire making, classic, and 99 farming, also a classic. So if I get 90 thieving, I will have 4 skills, non-combat skills, in the 90s. Honestly, this account is getting up there. 1838 total level. Maybe we'll do some star mining as well, you know? Just start skilling. I don't know, does anybody have any input on that? Should I keep that account a 50 defense account, or should I one day look to just have 2 max skims? Sounds kind of crazy, but you really can do a lot of things in the game AFK these days, or like just have it on the side. You know, let's not get into the whole conversation about what is and isn't AFK, but basically it's not a whole lot extra effort to play on that account while I'm actively doing stuff on this account anyways. Like right now, I'm gaining thieving EXP without too much extra effort while I'm working on Temperos. The thing is, once I level up attack, defense, or prayer, I can't go back, you know? Irreversible decision. The only way I could get that account back is to, well, make a new account, actually, and get those stats back. The thing is, I guess the only reason why it's even a question right now is because I've already accomplished arguably the 2 things I wanted to do the most. That being the Infernal Cape and the Quiver on that account. There's still some other stuff, like I could go for a TOA 500 for a Fang kit. I could go for hard mode top kits being a 50 defense account. But, okay, the Fang kit seems more realistic, but hard mode top, like then I have to find people that are willing to pot hard mode top with me as a restricted account, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard enough to get hard mode top teams in general. I don't know. Load the cannon. Oh, fishing spot's gone. So with 23 fish, we do have the chance at 10 permits. I don't know if we hit the threshold to guarantee. I don't know if we hit the threshold to guarantee 10 permits, but we definitely have a chance at least because the first time we did it, we got 10 permits. So we'll see what happens this time. Alrighty. Let's see how many points we get. Let's see if we can get our hands on 10 permits again. Finishing up this case. Now, we got 9 this time, so it's not guaranteed. We haven't reached the threshold where we're guaranteed to get 10. I'm gonna have to look up what that is. First of all, let's refill our buckets and get ready for the next KC, though, before we get booted off the island. If you didn't know, you can't just spend an eternity here. You can see, we got booted off after a couple of seconds. Temperos. Pulling up the wiki here, it appears that in order to guarantee 10 permits per KC, we would have to reach the 8,300 points threshold. Our previous KC here, we only got 7,710. So, that makes sense, actually. And actually, you know what? Our PB here is only 8,230, so we've never, ever actually reached the milestone, or the threshold, I should say, for 10 permits. Sometimes we do get a little lucky, though. I suppose it works the same way as Winter Todd crates, where you still get a percentage chance of getting a crate, even if you don't reach the threshold for a guarantee. All right, let's do one more here. Yeah, talking about worry not for bad RNG, for good vibes will follow. Speak for yourself. We'll pick those back up later. Put out the flames. Don't do it. That's not going to happen. Won't fool me twice. Double fishing spot. We do have 4 fish on the ground, so really we just need 15 in our inventory. Almost 28 mil cooking EXP. You know, playing Ironman, you just rack up EXP and random skills without really noticing. Like, I got 17.7 mil mining EXP, and I can't say I've ever gone out of my way to specifically train mining post 99, you know? I think all of that is just like amethyst mining, and maybe you do get a little bit of mining EXP whenever you do Zaya rune crafting as well. Smithing, I mean, we haven't gone too much post 99 smithing XP, but a little bit whenever we have to make bolts and stuff. Fishing, we're up to 21.6 mil. We talked about cooking. Fire making, I think all this fire making EXP is just Ice Demon in challenge mode raids. Wood cutting XP, I did do a skill of the week for wood cutting, so that's why we're at 20 mil wood cutting now. Before we were at like pretty close to just the base 99. There's the double spot. I was looking for that. I was looking for that. Very close to 89 teething now. Will or will we not get the fishing barrel within 400 permits? We're not starting from zero here. Last night I checked. I think we have like 7 KC or something to start with, and we previously pulled 44 permits. So I think we have about 500 spirit flakes sitting in the bank. So I'd like to say I'm fairly confident that even if we don't get the fishing barrel, we'll have enough spirit flakes for the angler outfit. Surely. Okay, so right here, it looks like we do have to repair the damaged totem pole. Or, it is damaged, so we could repair it, but there's no point. We dropped our hammer. And we won't be needing it anymore as long as we're doing this correctly. Okay, the question is, if we don't get the barrel in 400 permits, do we do another 400 permits and then pull? What should we do in that situation, huh? Last inventory. Wait, we're done. Why am I fishing? Okay. I didn't even know you were allowed to do that. All right, another 9 permits. We're up to 162 now. All right. Let me just sort some things out here real quick. Alrighty. Oh, random event. Okay, we don't really care about that. All right. We are now up to 162 Tempros permits. We're likely going to do a few more later today, and we're going to reach 200. And then I guess with that pace, we should get 400 before too long. That being said, though, it is around dinner time for me. I got to figure that out. And then I also have to do some video editing and whatnot. We got a lot of stuff coming out on YouTube constantly. We do 2 videos a week on the GIM series specifically, Mondays and Thursdays. And we have a few other things going on as well. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to redirect the stream. There is actually another stream running already right now on YouTube. It's just going to be the first 500 hours of the GIM. It's going to be all the episodes we've been doing, but in live stream form. So if you guys want to check that out, we are going to redirect to that right now. But yeah, other than that, take it easy. Have a good one. And I will catch you guys next time.